Hi, I'm Charmaine, and this is the introduction to the Love of Self podcast. The purpose of this podcast is to bring an enlightening perspective of my own personal journeys of finding what it means to feel love for myself. Not just saying I love myself because that's the popular thing to do or what it is that we're supposed to do, but the true emotional aspects of how to feel it within me. It started when I was a little girl and my father had a divorce. And during that time, he was making his attempts to heal from what he had went through. And he would come to me often and say, Charmaine, you can't love anybody else until you love yourself. And that phrase that he said often would spark my thinking into how does it feel to love me? Later on, I discovered that a lot of self-love has to do with how you take care of your body, things like exercise and eating right and following your personal goals, personal self-care, things like that. Yes, that's a huge part of self-love. But for me, it didn't really go into the emotions of what self-love is. Whenever I would think about how it felt to love me, it almost seemed quite strange of a thought. I would feel a little empty about it, honestly. After all, I would think, well, someone else can love me. Then I'll feel loved. I mean, that's how you feel loved, right? But after going through relationships in all aspects, whether it be family, co-workers, loved interest, I would often feel very unloved. And I needed to really go in and delve deep after having despair from being heartbroken. I needed to finally go in and really feel it. I needed to analyze and discover all the parts that can bring self-love into your awareness. And that's what I spent doing through journaling, meditation, my writing project, my kids. I needed to really, really know how it felt to love me. And I'm not saying that, it's everything should be perfect all the time and always happy and always gleeful. No, I'm not saying that at all. We're human beings on this planet and there's darkness, it's inevitable to deal with darkness. But this was about balancing the darkness. This was about balancing myself, for myself, to myself. I finally came to the conclusion that I may have found some profound discoveries that helped me realize and feel the love within. I also came to the conclusion that I may not be the only one that could possibly benefit from this. So here I am with the new podcast, putting it out there in the hopes that it reaches someone who can be enlightened with what I was enlightened with. I'm grateful to be able to speak about this and maybe begin a little community. Who knows? Or maybe it'll suck, Time will tell. Nonetheless, I am interested in possibly having a discussion in regards to feedback that I get from the listeners, as well as my own introspective views on what I came up with. So I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear from all walks of life, all idealisms, religious people, atheists. It doesn't matter. If you agree with this concept or idea, or if you disagree with this idea, I want to hear from you too, as long as everybody's respectful. I hope to use this platform to enlighten others as well as myself, and come to a state of well-being. If you are ever so inclined, please email me at theloveofselfpodcast@gmail.com. I do have a little disclaimer. Because this felt so therapeutic to me personally, I do want to say that this is not intended to replace any type of therapy or any type of diagnosis or anything like that. If you are suffering from mental illness, please contact a licensed professional. I am not a licensed therapist in any way. I'm not able to diagnose or any of that type of thing. So I just want to make that disclaimer just in case. Otherwise, I hope and wish peace onto you always. I am grateful that you took a few moments to listen to me, and I hope to hear from some people. Until next time, peace always be unto you.